hello. I'm back. Well, this is part two of information you don't want to tell your friends. Well, we talked about information you don't want to tell your family about your spouse. Today, we're going to be talking about information that you don't want to tell your friends. When it comes to information you don't want to tell your friends, that's very serious. Talking about friends, I'm going to jump out a little bit. Information you don't want to tell your family. Another one is about your friends. Well, if you have a very good girlfriend, a friend that you love, and you've given a particular image about them to your family can vouch for them. They love them. They are so protective of that friendship. You want to be careful the kind of information you take to your family about that friend. You don't want to take derogatory information that can tear them down, and you go to your family and tell them, oh, she goes around with a lot of men, she's somebody who is loose, she doesn't have she talks a lot, she doesn't have some kind of a zip in her mouth, she is very um dull, she doesn't have common sense. Those are things that you want to be careful. You don't want to share information like that about a friend that you have a history. You have been very protective of them. You have shared beautiful, loving moments about them with your family. When you do that, your family lose love and trust for them. And guess what? Before you know it, your family is not going to want that friendship. They're going to start treating them funny, mean. And before you know it, it's going to come to haunt you. Because when you might be thinking that your family should be able to show love and concern for them, maybe they are sick, maybe they're going through a crisis, and you go to your family and say, oh, can you believe my girlfriend is going through this? They're going to be like, okay, so what about that? Because they don't care for your friend no more from all the damaging information that you've shared about your friend. If it's your husband, that husband will be praying for that relationship to earn. Because if you have gone to your husband and tell your husband, my friend is a hoe, my friend is very loose, my friend don't have a zip in her mouth, and then now you expect your husband to want you to be around a friend like that? I don't think so. So you have sown the seeds for the destruction of you guys' friendship. Because people that you value, your family, your husband, people that are of importance to you, people that you want them to show that concern for your friend, they're not going to do it. They have lost love and trust for her. And they're just waiting for the moment where that friendship can be over. I've done mistakes like that, and I've learned that when you love a friend, when you care for that friend, advise them. It's your friend. Protect that relationship. If there's something that they're doing that you don't like, talk to them. And if you think that you can't take it anymore, walk away. Rather than tear them down to your family and you expect that your family should have love and respect for them. Information you don't talk about to your friends. You cannot talk to your friends about your marriage in depth, your partner in depth, your sexual activities with your partner in depth, your relationship with your kids that is not healthy in depth, your relationship with maybe co-workers that you know that it's you who is the fault in depth. Because guess what? When that friendship has an issue, you're not going to have good nights. You're going to have a lot of sleepless nights thinking, is she going to tell? Is she going to run down the street and just mess me up because I've given her too much information of my personal life or about my personal life that if she puts out there, it's going to be damaging to my character. Information you don't tell your friends. You don't go to your friends and damage your siblings. You don't go to your friend and run down your family. Every family has issues. Sibling rivalry and sibling issues are all over the world. So you don't go to your friend and just run down your sister or your brother, or go to your friend and run down your husband, your parents, because that's going to hunt you down the road. You're going to have a parent that may be sick or is not doing okay one way or the other, and you call your friend and they are like, oh, whatever, why does she need my help? She don't even care for that parent anyway. And maybe you need them because there comes a point where filial love supersedes everything. So you care for your parents despite all the issues that you've gone through with them. You need your friends' support and help. That's when they're going to turn their back and walk away and say, from what I understand, you don't care for your mom. You don't care for your dad. Why do you want to make me make this sacrifice and be there for you? When these are people that you've told me, you don't like them. You don't care for them. Equally with your kids. We all have issues that we deal with our kids. You go to your friend, you run your kid down. And then one day, that child goes out there and something bad happens. Your friend is going to say, oh, well, she didn't even care for her kids. And like they say, the tongue of a parent is very strong. So you're running down your child to your friend. you might be cursing them, not even knowing that that's what you're doing, you know? Or going down there and talking to your friend about your sibling, running your sibling down. You know, when that sibling needs you and you want to run to that sibling and you need somebody to hold you at the back, they're going to be like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I know for a fact that you don't care for your sibling. Let me tell you, like I said, I've been through a lot. We had a death in the family. It was about somebody that we had a very bad history. And we had a few friends that knew about the story of her history because it was public. So when this person died, my family member wanted a lot of support from her friend. And she was very upset that her friend was never there. She didn't even come around. She didn't even call her or give her support. And when she opened it up to me, I said, you know what? I've learned we need to be very careful of the information that we share. Because I think that despite the fact that the story was out there, you had shared deep and pertinent issues to this friend about this particular family member. So when they died, despite the fact that your filial love superseded, you know, all the pain and agony that you had gone through with this family member, your friend just thought about everything you told him. And because your friend doesn't have that kind of filial love for them because they are not family, it was easy for them to turn their back and don't think that. Despite the fact that my friend doesn't have good relationship with this family member, she is the head of the family, so she's going to need support, morally, financially, or otherwise. Let me be there for them to give them support because they need it in order to go through this crisis. They walked away and they didn't feel any kind of guilt or remorse because they figured you don't even care for them. So it's not something that you're even going to give me recognition if I have to bend my back for this particular circumstance or for this particular issue or in this particular circumstance. So please, as a people, we have to be careful of the informations we share with our friends, information we share with our siblings or about our siblings, information we share about our spouses, our children. It's a very serious issue. And I hope that for those who are watching these segments, they don't just watch it like they're listening to music. They're watching them to pick up something and say that there's a reason why this lady is writing all these topics. Because these are issues that she must have gone through or know people that have gone through that. You know, I'm going towards an age in my life that I've seen a lot. So if I'm coming up with some of these topics, it's not just literature, just fictionary stories. No, it's things that I've seen, things that I've been through, and that I want people to take something from it and change their own circumstances and situation. Let's love unto those, or love those that we love. Let's love them, maintain our relationship with people that we care about, and try to make the people that love us to also love them and respect them. Because when we run our family members down, the people that are our friends don't value them, and they're going to treat them like nothing. And because it's love, it's blood, it's going to still come back to hurt us and just give us a lot of pain, forgetting to know that we are the ones who sold him. When they talk about, in the Bible, they talk about Jesus was sold. It was by people that he loved. Because sometimes we're going to betray our own and then we're going to regret it when time comes. Well, it's a lovely segment and I'm going to say it was nice spending quality time with you all. And bye for now.